Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be going over a strong competitive moveset build that you can teach Rayquaza in the 3rd generation Pokemon games. There are a lot of different build paths that you can potentially go on. I'm just going to touch on the one that I like to build on Rayquaza. If you want to check out some other build paths, I'll have this article linked down in the description. I'm also going to go over whether these moves are learned through leveling up or through TM and where those TMs can be located. Also going to be touching on the item, ability, and nature that you're going to want to have on your Rayquaza and some options that you can go with that. So Rayquaza, of course, one of the legendary Pokemon in the 3rd generation games. Very high attack and special attack stats up there at 150. And also respectable stats other than that across the board. Its type is Dragon Flying, which leaves it immune to ground, strongly resisting grass, resisting bug, fighting, fire, water, but then weak to Dragon, Rock, and then also very weak to Ice type attacks. So the build that I like to go on Rayquaza is the Special Attacker build, and it's just going to give you a lot of coverage across the board with a lot of different attacks that deal out damage. So move number 1 is going to be Crunch, a 20% chance to lower the target special defense by 1. It's a Dark type move with 80 power and 100 accuracy, and Crunch is going to be learned through leveling up at level 35 for Rayquaza. In move number 2, we have the options here of Ice Beam or Dragon Claw, and as we can see with this build, there's 6 attacks overall, and you just got to pick and choose what you want based on what you're looking for in your team and what kind of coverage that you're looking for. Ice Beam is going to be an Ice type attack, 95 power, 100 accuracy, 10% chance to freeze the target. And Ice Beam is going to be TM 13 that is available to Rayquaza. We go over and take a look at our TMs list, and we can see that we can pick up Ice Beam in the Abandoned Ship, as well as at Malvile Corner and Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. You can also pick this up at the Rocket Game Corner in the 3rd generation Fire Red and Leaf Green games. So if you wanted to check this out over at the Abandoned Ship, which is located here on the map in the Hoenn region, then the TM13 Ice Beam is going to be in the locked storage closet that you can get access to as you work your way through the Abandoned Ship. And you can also get this over in the Malvile Game Corner TM13 Ice Beam for 4,000 coin. Instead, if you wanted to go Dragon Claw, which has 80 power, it has that same type attack bonus with being a Dragon type move and 100 accuracy. It's pretty straightforward here. It's learned at level 20 natively by Rayquaza. Going down to move number 3, we have Thunderbolt, 10% chance to paralyze the target, Electric type, 95 power, 100 accuracy. And Thunderbolt is going to be TM24, and you can get this as a gift for defeating the gym leader Watson. Also, it's going to be over at the Malvile Game Corner or the Rocket Game Corner if you're in Fire Red or Leaf Green. And at the Malvile Game Corner, we can see here TM24 Thunderbolt is also 4,000 coin. And then rounding things off in move number 4, we have Fire Blast or Brick Break. And Fire Blast can be good against something like a Metagross, which is really powerful in the Gen 3 meta, or Brick Break, so that you can deal damage to things such as normal types or rock types, for instance, like a Tyranitar or a Blissey in those categories. Fire Blast, 10% chance to burn the target, 120 power, 85 accuracy. And this is going to be TM38, and it's found over at the Lily Cove department store. And in the Lily Cove department store, it's going to be on the 4th floor from the left cashier. And it's going to be 5,500 for that TM38 Fire Blast. That's where you can pick that one up. And rounding things out here, if you wanted to go with Brick Break, which is a fighting type move, 75 power, 100 accuracy. It also destroys screens even if the target is immune. And Brick Break TM31 can be found over at Sootopolis City or on Trainer Hill in the Hoenn region. Or if you're playing Fire Red or Leaf Green, then it can be found over at the Celadon department store or the SS Anne. And over in Sootopolis, taking a look here at the different items that we can get, TM31 Brick Break given by the Black Belt with the Kecleon in the Northwestern House, and this requires Surf to access in Sootopolis City. Or if you're over at Trainer Hill, which is going to be in this area of Hoenn, then we can see that TM31 Brick Break is going to be a prize for defeating on Expert Mode in under 12 minutes. And those are the ways that you can pick up Brick Break, again, if you wanted to go in that direction. But again, guys, we have 6 really nice moves here that you can teach to Rayquaza. It's just going to kind of depend on what you're looking for coverage-wise with your team or what you want to be able to counter with some of these different decisions. But they're all pretty good selections. So then, as an item, we're looking at something like a Leftovers. At the end of every turn, Holder restores 1/16 of its max HP. And in the Gen 3 games, we can see here that Leftovers is picked up at the SS title. If you want a repeatable method to pick this up, you can grab it at Battle Tower, for instance, in Ruby and Sapphire, or Battle Frontier in Emerald. On the SS title, in one of these 3 trash bins in the storage room, that's where you're going to be able to pick up the item for leftovers if you wanted to access it over on the SS title. And then the ability, we're looking at Airlock. While this Pokemon is active, the effects of weather conditions are disabled. And then for nature, I'm going to go over some additional options other than just the ones that are listed here, but we can see that there's Modest, which increases special attack, but it decreases attack. That makes sense, especially if you're choosing all of these special options here. 5 of these 6 moves are off of special. Those would be Crunch, Ice Beam, Dragon Claw, Thunderbolt, and Fire Blast. The only one that's physical is Brick Break. You can also go Rash, which is going to increase special attack and decrease speed, but some other options here. Personally, I don't mind increasing something like the speed option, so if you wanted to go with Timid to increase your speed, decrease your attack, or Hasty to increase speed, decrease defense, I wouldn't go Jolly because you don't want to reduce that special attack. You could go Naive as well, increasing that speed, decreasing special defense. Or if you wanted to increase that special attack, which also makes a lot of sense with this particular build, that Modest option you can go with, unless you're going to use Brick Break. But then also Mild for increasing special attack, decreasing defense. Quiet, which increases special attack but decreases speed, so I probably would go in that direction because more often than not, you don't want to be decreasing your speed. But then also Rash, which increases special attack, decreases special defense. So those are some of the different options that you would be looking for in this category, looking at speed or special attack increase. The only ones that you wouldn't want would probably be Jolly as well as Quiet Nature. And that's going to round this one out, so I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll catch you back here next time.